Do you play any sports?
I'm surprised you haven't heard of me because I can serve and volley.
How'd you just grab them all with one hand?
Big hands, mate.
Yeah. Sorry. I'll leave the onions to you.
We're going to do it together.
Am I going to cry?
Well, now I am crying.
Got him! I got him! Make Curtis cry.
Oh, your mum is screaming with excitement watching this.
What do we call it in the restaurant?
What are we going to call it?
Oh, that's outrageous.
Thanasi Kokkinakis, mate. How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you. I'm excited.
I'm a huge fan. I've been a tennis fan since I was a little kid. You're a star, mate. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you, mate. I've seen you on TV many times as well, so it's good to finally meet and let's give this thing a crack.
I've heard you're not a star in the kitchen.
Spot on. I'm horrendous. I'm microwave only pretty much. I can fry an egg, that's about it.
What did you bring, first of all? I'm curious as to what you showed up with.
I'm trying to be healthy. I'm trying to tick every box, you know? Got the veg, got some carb. I'm Greek, so I have to have lamb.
Absolutely.
That's how it works.
So half my mates are Greek, and I'd always go to their house for dinner because their mums and yayas will cook such beautiful food. I still do it. My business partner, Harry, whenever his mum's in town, I'm straight over to his house for dinner because she pops over with delicious food.
Yeah.
She makes a killer moussaka. Hi, Mrs. Puranitis. Nice to see you.
I'm kind of shaming my mum with the fact that I can't cook very well, so I've come here to learn a few tips and hopefully impress her.
Well, mate, you say you're not a brilliant cook, but you're a good shopper because you've got beautiful ingredients here and we can make something really special with all this stuff. So this is a leg steak, so it's kind of lean. So I always think marinating it is a good idea because you get more flavor into it, a little bit of richness, olive oil, of course. We could make a delicious bowl that's full of protein, really good for you, but still full of flavor.
Perfect. Let's do it.
How much time do you spend on the road?
Mate, too much. Sort of 9-10 months a year.
Dang.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've been injured all this year, so haven't been able to travel too much. Just went over for a holiday, but yeah, usually 10 months a year. The tennis tour never stops. All
right, grab a knife, grab a clove of garlic and just tap it, just like that. Don't cut your hands, they're important, those hands.
Yeah, what if I get injured on the job here?
If
it would happen to anyone, I'm a chance.
See that little thing that grows in the middle?
Yep.
I remove it, because that has a little bitterness, right? So you take that out, and then throw the clove of garlic in. Was there other tennis players in the family, or you were the first one?
My brother played basketball then. He started playing tennis because he had to choose a summer sport. He started losing a lot, so my dad ended up getting him lessons, and I just joined in on one of the lessons, and I hit the ball okay, and went from there.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Hit the ball okay.
It went all right.
Tap it a bit harder. It's like you're putting a backhand volley away. There you go, beautiful. Spices, so we've got a little oregano.
I'm a big oregano guy.
Okay,
it's probably the only thing I use.
So what are some of the dishes that your mum used to make for you that you remember?
Obviously the lamb on spit and Christmas is a big one. That was probably my favourite. She used to make these chicken thighs. I don't know if it's that Greek. She used to make pasticcio, similar to moussaka. She used to do this thing though, and I used to dread Wednesday nights because she used to make fish. And my mum's a great cook, but her fish was just, unfortunately, not it.
Really?
So yeah, what ended up happening is my whole neighbourhood smelt of fish, and since then I never wanted to eat fish again unless I went to a nice restaurant. But everything else she cooks is really good, so sorry mum, I still love you.
Just go ahead and twist that. Have a smell. Does it remind you of home?
It does, that's good.
And then go ahead and just drizzle that over your lamb steaks. Beautiful.
Yeah, nice.
Not the blade.
It's part of the dish, guys.
Keep the blade out.
I told you I was a novice. Okay.
So in the exact same blender, because all those flavours work in the marinade, they'll all work in the sauce as well. So you don't even have to clean it. See how we've still got a bit of the garlic and lemon? All of that'll actually add to it. So we just stick it back on. We're going to put some of this Greek-style yogurt. We've got some mint, some dill. Spoon the yogurt straight in. Some of these beautiful mint leaves. We'll put some of this through the salad as well.
What's your favourite Greek dish?
You mentioned moussaka.
Yeah, that one?
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
That's one of my favourites. But Greek food's so simple. When you eat a good Greek salad, you're kind of like, how does it taste like that?
I know,
And it's
simple.
all good ingredients, treated right. What do you prefer, singles or doubles?
Oh, it's different. I like them both as like a contrast. You get more pleasure from singles, you know, it's more rewarding. You're out there on your own, you got to figure it out, but it's also nice. It's a bit more relaxing playing doubles. That Aussie Open run we had in 2022 with Nick was crazy. The energy it brought and how Melbourne and Australia got behind us.
So you always taste it now, so does it need a little bit more acid? We can put more lemon. Does it need a little bit more salt? Oh, mate.
Zingy.
It is, isn't it? Too zingy?
Maybe.
But
no, it's good. It's good contrast, you know?
A dressing is always going to have to be pretty powerful because you only get a little bit of it with each mouthful.
Yeah.
So this is the best way to taste a dressing. Grab half of that. So taste a dressing on a lettuce leaf, or in this case on a tomato.
There we go.
See how different that is?
It's all about the contrast, guys.
You get the sweetness from the tomato, right? Like it's a nice little lesson to learn. All right, so we'll put that to one side. Time for the salad. Let's get some of these beautiful little tomatoes and just grab a knife and we'll just slice them in half. Turn it lengthways.
Okay.
And then you can just go like that and so you get a nice dice.
You want the onions? I'll leave the onions to you. Or is that for me?
We're gonna do it together. Why, you don't like cutting onions?
It's not my forte. Am I gonna cry? Do you cry?
Well, it's gonna be delicious, but I don't think it'll make you cry.
Okay.
You know why you cry with an onion? Because you have a blunt knife. And if you squash it, all those little layers release a little gas by squashing it. Yeah. And that's what actually does react to your eyes. All you're gonna do, watch this now, we're both gonna cry. With a sharp knife, slowly, real thin, that's it, use the sharpness of the blade. Ooh, okay, stop. Don't get too close to those fingers. And then you get those beautiful thin slices.
No, we're safe. You do with the end bits that you could use, but you don't really need.
Well, now I am crying.
Yeah, I probably released the gas. That's my bad. You're an emotional man, it's okay.
I am an emotional man. I'm in touch with my sensitive side, and I'm not ashamed of it. So you toss the salad like that, and then some of those herbs that we put in the sauce, little dill, little mint. What about olives? What sort of olives do you like?
Kalamata.
Oh, nice.
That's where my dad's from. And
is that right?
Yeah, I didn't believe it. I was like, yeah. He's like, mate, all the olives are here. I'm gonna eat one.
Different.
He's like, all the olives are here, you know. But when I went there, I actually realized that literally all there is Kalamata olive trees. It's actually insane.
They're so good.
They are good, aren't they?
Aren't they delicious?
Yeah.
Yeah, toss them in.
How many? All's a bit.
I'll put the whole pack.
Yeah, okay.
We've just made a delicious salad. So we're gonna serve that with some grains. We're gonna take some of this beautiful Aussie Greek style feta. Our dressing's gonna be this beautiful yogurt dressing. So all of those flavors with that bright acidic dressing we made. Mate, it's time to cook the lamb. The most important part of dinner is cooking the meat, right? So we've got the lamb steaks. This rule is true for all steak, chicken, lamb, doesn't matter what it is you're cooking. You want to temper it, so take it out of the fridge a good hour or so before you cook it. And you need to preheat your pan, right? So we've got this incredible non-stick griddle pan or grill pan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what you want to hear. That sizzle, perfect. So if you don't hear that sizzle, your pan's not hot enough and you're not going to get that nice colour, that caramelisation which you really want.
I've never cooked lamb before. I've tried to do some steaks, I've looked it up online, how to do it. I can't get it right. I just burn it or something, I set the fire alarm off, and I'm in an apartment building, so my biggest fear, having all these fire trucks coming, and I'm responsible, so.
You see how we've already got that beautiful colour?
Yeah.
So we're going to keep turning it every 60 seconds or so. How good does it smell already?
Yeah, it smells unreal.
But you want to go all that way. So see how it's getting quite dark?
Yeah.
You want to take it that far. Stick it over here onto that resting rack. And I even take any of that excess oil and those little delicious crispy bits, pour that over the top.
Nice.
So that already looks beautiful, and the grains are kind of this little secret down the bottom. And then we're gonna slice the lamb, just cut straight across. And what you're looking for...
Oh, you've cooked that well.
...is that beautiful pink. Well, actually, you cooked it, and look at that. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, your mum is screaming with excitement watching this.
I'm taking over Wednesday night dinners.
Have a little taste. Oh, yes.
What do we call it in the restaurant?
What are we gonna call it?
Oh, that's outrageous.
And just slide it over the top of the salad. That is looking pretty. It's the good thing about serving like this is you can stick it in the middle of the table. Let people help themselves. Tell you what, mate, it's looking pretty delicious.
If you're cooking for friends, I'm sure you probably get sick of it because they just expect you to cook everything.
I've got friends that will invite me over for dinner.
Yeah.
And just have the ingredients laid out by the stove.
Oh no.
And they sit down and drink a glass of wine. I'm like, if I don't start, no one's gonna eat. So, but I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Is it super annoying for you when people are like, oh, should we have a hit?
Yeah, I mean, if that's your profession, it's the last thing you want to do. On your time off, you're like, I don't want to hit.
The good thing about this though, you could switch out the lamb with beef, chicken, fish, prawns. It's such an all-rounder.
I reckon my dietitian would approve.
Yeah.
This is a good meal. It didn't take that long either.
It's nice and simple, right?
Yeah.
Dude, it was nice hanging out with you.
It was good. Enjoyed it. I won't overcook my meats. I'll try not to anyway. There's still a high chance the fire brigade comes.
That's delicious. And if you're wondering what's for dinner, go to coles.com.au.